guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new, please do smash that subscribe button. That would be amazing. Great to have you on board with Team HSP. Not done a video like this before, and I thought I would share what I've learned with you, because I have a gluten-free, wheat-free diet. Not by choice, because I have a medical condition which I'll go into in a little bit, but this happened in like 2007 and now it's 2017. So over the 11 years I've found a lot of products that are really nice, found some products that are absolutely horrendous. So I've got an array of products that are lovely, and I thought I'd just share those with you. Without further ado, let's get on. My problems started in 2007. It was the middle of the year, and I found that when I drank pop, like lemonade, it would kind of suddenly come back up at my throat. It was a really weird sensation, like as if something had squoze tightly there and it would come out, and it was just a really strange kind of thing. And then a few weeks went by, I thought nothing of it. It only happened once or twice. And I went out for a meal in the evening. I went to a local pub and I had chicken tikka masala with rice. I'd had egg and chips for lunch. This was like in the evening, and it was great, but a bit spicy. It took a bit of, like, you know, stomach here was a bit like, oh, it's a bit heavy, but it was okay. And it was about 3 o'clock that morning when something really weird happened. Woke up, went to the bathroom to have a wee, and I suddenly became aware that actually my heart wasn't beating, you know, boom, 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 like it normally does. It was going boom, 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 boom. It was just all over the place. It was really bizarre. And I found that I also felt a bit lightheaded. I felt a bit weird. So I came downstairs, had a drink of lemonade, thought, oh, it's a bit wind, it'll go. Didn't work. So after a while, I phoned the 111, the NHS helpline, and this nurse said to me, right, okay, it's probably just wind, nothing to worry about, but if it doesn't go in an hour, you must phone us back. An hour went by, still felt the same. Phoned back, and they said, right, we're sending a doctor. Okay, the second they said that, and the second I put the phone down, I stood up and it went. And I was like, no, what was that? I need it to be here when the doctor, be like it was when the doctor arrives. Luckily for me, the doctor arrived within about 5 or 6 minutes, and he said, okay, although the symptoms you had have gone, I can tell by your rapid heartbeat that something has happened. I was then sent to my GP. This was on a Saturday, so I didn't see my GP till the Monday morning. I was given some tablets by the doctor, and what I'd got was gastritis, not to be confused with gastroenteritis, which is a sickness bug. Gastritis is an inflammation of the stomach lining, kind of here, and it is incredibly painful, absolutely incredibly painful. I got mine because you can get it from drinking too much alcohol. You can get it from eating too much spicy food. I got mine because I've been taking aspirin for a bad back and a bad neck, which I still get now. Now, when I say taking aspirin, I don't mean that I'd taken it like every day for weeks on end. I'd literally taken it maybe, you know, I would go maybe like, I'd take one aspirin maybe on a Monday, then maybe none till maybe Thursday afternoon, and I might take an aspirin. And then I might go again a bit longer, maybe 3 or 4 weeks, and then wake up, bad back and neck. Oh no. So I take an aspirin. I might take another one in the evening, and I might take one twice a day for a couple of days, then not take any for a week. So it wasn't that I took it every single day. Sometimes I'd go months without taking any painkillers at all. Sometimes I might need a couple of days for maybe 3 or 4 days, and then it would pass. But what I'd done was I worked in a toy department at the time, and I bent to pick up some Meccano boxes, and they're really heavy because Meccano is metal. And I picked up about 6 boxes at once, really heavy. Ended up with severe back pain. I twisted awkwardly. Ended up going to my GP, who prescribed Voltarol. And I had these Voltarol tablets, which are really, really good for problems with muscles and cramps and pains and things. and they're also, they help. So yeah, I took those for about 3 or 4 days. And although my back seemed easier, the pain here was horrendous. And that was just before I'd had this problem in the night. So when I said to my doctor I was taking Voltarol, okay, stop taking them immediately, you've got gastritis. Now the gastritis felt like my stomach, which is here, was going to explode outwards. It was horrendously painful. And I ended up going back and forth to the doctors because I was taking different tablets to try and help. And it was just not helping. The only thing I found that I could eat that didn't actually make me feel horrendous were Rice Krispies. And I think they saved me because I'm only 8 stone now. But then I went from 8 stone to 6 stone. And I mean, I'm really petite now. I was like a skeleton. It was horrendous. It was really, really, really painful. Some of the time, the pain was just so intense. I just curl up on the settee after I'd eaten. So I was sent to see a consultant, to see a specialist. And he said to me, has anybody told you to stop eating wheat? I was like, no, why would they say that? And he said, because most people, once they've had gastritis, can never eat wheat again. Some can after about 2 years. Some can never eat wheat for the rest of their lives. So he said, try not eating wheat for a month and come back and tell me how you feel. So I stopped eating wheat. In the meantime, I had an endoscopy. Now, if you're ever going to have an endoscopy, honestly, don't worry about it. It isn't as bad as it seems. The tube is about the size of my finger, so it's about kind of that size. Okay, it's not that bad. And obviously they put it down your throat, but they give you a load of throat spray, which you put in your, which is sprayed in the back of your throat. You gargle with it and then you swallow, and from like there all the way down here goes completely numb. And actually, it's fine. I thought I'd be like and gacking like that when they put the tube in, but it wasn't. I didn't feel it. And you have to swallow it at a point. You can feel it wriggling in your stomach, which is a really odd feeling. But after that, actually, it's fine. It's not that painful. It's over within about 3 minutes. And for me, I didn't really have any long-term effects. I had a slightly sore throat, numb throat for quite a while. You can't eat anything or drink anything for several hours afterwards. But apart from that, it's fine. And they confirmed the diagnosis as gastritis. So I was told not to eat wheat, which for me was horrendous because I'd come in from work. I'd have like a Mr. Kipling apple pie and a cup of tea. Or then I'd have a piece of toast. And my favourite was a piece of toast with Marmite on and then dairy cheese spread. Or a sandwich of peanut butter and bananas. And try it. Don't knock it till you've tried it. It's amazing. So I had that, and I was having all this, and I'd have like poached egg on toast, which was a favourite snack. And then suddenly, I wasn't allowed to have any bread whatsoever. It was like it was horrendous. So my first job was to find some bread that was actually not like cardboard. Some of these haven't long come out. So if you're just kind of gluten-free now, these are really helpful to know which are the best breads, honestly. This white loaf, this is from M&S. Focus, that's it. And this bread is lovely. It's really, really, really nice. It isn't that bad. Some breads just vile, but this bread actually has quite a nice texture. It actually looks like normal bread, as it were, and it does taste nice. It's got a really nice texture and a nice flavour to it. So I highly recommend Marks and Spencer's bread. That's really cool. Another nice bread is this mate. SCHAR. And this is a gluten-free loaf, and this is quite nice as well. It's got nice flavours to it. It is wholesome white loaf made with sourdough for a lighter texture, and it's with millet, quinoa and honey, and that's really, really nice. That's a good one as well. Another one which is great, and these are quite yummy. Tesco's free from gluten, wheat and milk-free white rolls. And those are really, I do highly recommend these. And I'm taking these for lunch to work at the moment. They're really, really cool. One tip, with rolls like this, the best thing that I've found is to cut them in half and then just put them in the toaster. And it just makes them more palatable. For me, you might not need to do that, but for me, I just like to toast them. And if I've got bread, I do just very lightly toast it, because it just makes it seem a bit nicer. It gives it a slightly nicer taste. So yeah, that's what I find with those. If you fancy a crisp bread, the same company that do the bread do this crisp bread, and these are yummy, very yummy. These with some cheese and whatever, and it is great. They're really nice. I do like those, and yeah, highly, highly recommended. The crisp breads don't look amazing, I have to say. I can just get one out. It's best to wrap everything up. It doesn't like being, the kind of air getting to it. But these don't look. They do look a bit cardboardish, I have to say. But don't be put off, because they taste really, really, really nice. Okay, so these are great. Highly, highly recommend those. Now, the thing for me that I found really difficult was not eating cakes. Now, Mr. Kipling make these cakes. Wheat and gluten-free country slices. And these are not bad at all. Very, very, very nice. If you like a Kit Kat, obviously you're not going to be able to eat a Kit Kat because it's got like wafer in, but Tesco's Freeform do these. And these are very much like a Kit Kat. I can't get that to focus, there we go, I'll go back there a minute. That's it, very much like a Kit Kat, but these are really nice. And they taste just the same as a Kit Kat, really. They're made with rice flour. So, they're covered in Belgian milk chocolate. So these are very, very scrummy. And these are great. Now, Sainsbury's probably do the best range of gluten-free stuff, as far as I like anyway. And they do these very, very nice chocolate digestive biscuits. And I'll be honest, you can hardly tell that these are gluten-free. They are really, really, really very, very scrummy. So those are just some of the things. One of the things that I also really love is the gluten-free pasta, because you can't really tell a difference in that. But for me, it's actually made me have a healthier diet, because rather than just come in and have, I mean, I know I've got a few sweet things there, but rather than come in and just have something like, Miss Kipling, like apple pie or something, I find that it's absolutely, instead I'm having fruit. I've got some fruit here, and I'm eating fruit. I'm eating a lot healthier. I've bought a smoothie maker and a soup maker, and I'm eating just loads of fruit, loads of vegetables. So in a way, it's good, because it does give you a much healthier diet. I'm not saying go gluten-free if you don't have to, because I think it's good to have a balanced diet. And wheat is good, it's good fibre, it's good for you. So, but for me, because I just had to, I've been trying these, and these are the things that I kind of, the breads I eat a lot of, the crisp breads I eat loads of. The bread, I really like the bread, I eat lots of the bread. These rolls are really great as well, because sometimes it's just hard to find what to put in a packed lunch. And if you've got this kind of stuff, then it's really nice. And it's nice just in the morning when we have a tea break to have some biscuits that kind of dunk in your tea. And those biscuits do dunk. If you're a dunker, they dunk really well. So yeah, guys, I hope that's kind of helped a little bit. It isn't that daunting. When I first went to the doctor and they said, you've got to go gluten-free, it was quite daunting. I was like, what am I going to eat? But actually, there's loads that you can eat. These this makes Sainsbury's, they do the best ever apple pie. Gluten-free and wheat-free, it's brilliant. Pop it in the oven for 15 minutes and you have got an amazing apple pie. And honestly, you just cannot tell the difference. It just, I shared it with Pete, with my partner, the other day, and you just cannot tell it isn't a normal apple pie. It is so, so nice. So yeah, guys, if you are having to go on a gluten-free diet, hopefully this has helped. I'm not a celiac, so I can tolerate tiny bits of wheat. The gastritis has left me with a wheat intolerance, and sadly that isn't going to go. I tried after a couple of years to eat wheat, had a really bad, sorry that's the dog growling or something, had a really bad attack again, and I came away with a list from the doctor saying this is what you can eat, don't eat anything with wheat in. I can cope if I went out for a meal and there was a little bit of wheat in the gravy, I'd cope with that. So I can cope with little bits. I'm not absolute, you know, I can't eat any of it. But I found that if I do eat wheat, I get really lethargic, I get really, really tired. And it's because my body's trying to get rid of it and it can't do anything else. It just doesn't like it in my system anymore. So yeah, for me, it's changed my diet for the better. And hopefully, guys, what I've shown you will actually help you if you're going down this journey of being gluten-free. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've learned a few things. Hopefully it's given you some ideas. And I'll be looking at some kind of menus and kinds of things that I eat on a daily basis. Things that I find that go well together, that actually are really quite nice and very quick to eat. So I'll be doing that over the next few weeks. If you're new, please subscribe. That would be amazing. It would be great to have you on board. But in the meantime, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.